Welcome back to Ultraman Poorly Explained. I was excited for this one.
What are you?
Yeah, this is the Ultra Galaxy Fight, the Absolute Conspiracy. This is the sequel-ish to Ultra Galaxy Fight, the New Generation. Or New Generation Heroes, or whatever.
Okay.
It's less of a sequel and more of just another... Here's everybody. Everybody's canon. Also, this movie's really long.
Okay.
I mean, it was a mini-series, but it felt like... But this is a director's cut. And it felt like it was like 3 hours long. It just kept going. There was just a new plot every half hour. Anyway, so it opens with Max getting grabbed by Maga Orochi and being injected with Gouda cells. Gouda cells. You may not remember either of those guys.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking of cheese.
No, this was a giant space worm. He was also the main villain of Australian Ultraman.
Yeah, the only impression I remember of that was bad. So, it was bad, nothing else stuck.
That's fine. Maga Orochi was like the big bad from Orb whenever Jugs wasn't on screen.
Okay.
Meanwhile, 80 fights Lucasite from the Tree of Life on the Tree of Life's homeworld. Lucasite was the big bad from Rube. I don't know why I'm really explaining this. They're not that important.
Okay.
Reboot wants to get stronger, so Great and Powered repeatedly punch him in the face for 3 weeks. Or 3 days. See, Great is Australian and Powered is the American one. They got rolled into this.
Okay.
I thought it was really funny, Reboot's like, yeah, no, I need to get stronger. They're like, we've got you the best masters around. And I'm just like, these guys. Maybe Great. I could see. But Powered? Him and his patented shoving techniques? I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Wait, is this the live action or the animated?
This was the live action.
Okay.
This was the one... You probably don't remember the acronym. It was WINNER. Yeah, no. I don't blame you for forgetting either of these two idiots.
I mean, yeah, I just remember the only thing I can remember of the foreign ones is that
There was a Red King, yes.
I didn't even remember that that's what that was from. I just remember Red King as its own thing because that's stupid. I just remember I'm like, I know one of them was absolutely awful, and it's like, was it the American one? It's like, no, I think it was actually the Australian one. I think the Australian one was absolute hot garbage.
Yeah, that was the one where they were speaking English and I still couldn't understand them.
That's fine.
Okay, so 80 recruits Neos and 721 to track down Lucasite. Cosmos and Justice join up with the 80 Strike Force after being attacked by overly designed villains.
Who the fuck are
Neos and 721?
Yeah.
They're from Ultraman Neos. They're straight to DVD release. You probably don't remember them either.
No?
721 I've described as an agent of chaos because he just shows up as anybody.
Oh, wait, fuck. Was 721 the it's 7, but he just does whatever the fuck he wants?
Yes.
And he was like he's like a 7 for... He's 721 because he's like 7 for the 21st century or some bullshit?
Absolutely.
Okay. Gotcha. I do remember him. Neos, I don't remember at all.
Well, he was the main guy in that series.
I think it says a lot that I only remember 721 and not Neos. Or Neos or whatever.
Zenon shows up to help fight the Gudis-enhanced Maga Orochi after Max is healed. And Hikari instars Gudis antibodies. See, they made an anti-Gudis. Anyway, Absolute Tartarus introduces himself to be scared off by Ultraman Legend. See, Ultraman Legend is a fusion between Justice and Cosmos. Yeah, there's a lot going on, I know.
I don't remember who Justice is.
Justice is the one-off rival antagonist from one of the Cosmos movies.
Oh.
She shows up and is like, man, this place sucks, time to blow it up. And Cosmos is like, no, please don't blow it up. And then somebody else shows up and they're like, okay, fine, we'll blow him up. And then she leaves.
Oh.
So, after that, Zero begins to narrate the Great Ultra War, in which Ultra Dad and Ultra Mom got together, and Belial becoming the big bad because of Tartarus' meddling. Tartarus just shows up and is like, hey, what if you didn't suck? What if you were stronger than Ultra Dad? What if you didn't climb or have the Ray blood climb inside of you and then become, what if you didn't get the Giga Battlenizer? Anyway, Belial joins Tartarus' club and should effectively retcon most of the new generation. See, he gets pulled out of time.
Belial?
Yes.
Okay.
Before he becomes super evil, he enters a time portal with Tartarus and joins his fun little lineup of idiots, thus erasing him from the timeline. Or it should erase him from the timeline.
I mean, it should, but, who has time to figure all that out?
Yeah, anyway, so Zero now narrates how Tartarus retcons more of the lore by having Traeger join his merry little band of rogues.
I don't remember who that is.
He was the big bad in the Rube movie and also most of Taiga. He was he was Jugs 2.0.
Okay.
Alright, so the six Ultra Brothers fight the time-displaced Spectra Brothers. You probably don't remember them either.
No.
But, well, there's a guy named Judah Spectra. He got put into timeout for thousands of years. And then there's his brother Mold, who showed up for one episode of X, I think. And anyway, they defeat him, and then they had to fight the time-displaced pair of Belial and Traeger. Zero shows up, gets punched in the face by Tartarus.
Okay.
Tartarus travels to future Earth to acquire an army of Zetons to fight Taiga and friends. Reboot informs them that they are to join Zero, who has scouted Grigio and Jonesy to investigate Tartarus.
I don't remember who Grigio is.
She's the sister of Rube.
Oh, okay.
The one with super light powers or something like that.
The imaginary one, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I remember is that you kept saying she was imaginary.
Alright, so 80 Mebius, Taiga, and Zet fight a different army of Zetons intent on capturing Ultra Princess. Remember Ultra Princess? She shows up for 5 episodes at the end of 80.
Nope.
Oh, well. Yeah, she shows up for 5 episodes at the end. She takes over the role of the lady in their attack team. And she's always like, oh, well, we got this healing gun. He's just like, no, we can't use the healing gun. We have to live as humans. Whatever. Zero and his band of misfits show up to make all the Zetons look like jobbers. Tartarus kidnaps the Ultra Princess, and Hikari informs him that the Ultra Tokens have been eaten by a space shark.
When did the Ultra Tokens show up?
at the end of this.
Oh my god.
Because there's apparently a prologue to Zet. Yeah, I made that mistake twice. I know, I'm sorry. Because I didn't realize the first one was a prologue to Taiga, and then this one's a... Anyway. That's the absolute conspiracy.
Eating the tokens?
No, just Tartarus going around collecting idiots.
Oh.
And you know, just being a general menace. Alright, well, we'll see you next time for the Destined Crossroad.